Alright guys, good morning and welcome back to the channel, man. We got the first mods going on the RHO today. We're doing some window tint and also a dash camera, and then also I have to figure out how to make the scratch on my hood that came with my truck free of charge look a little better. So on a real note, kind of a bummer, man, because that was one of the first things I saw when I was to go pick up my truck.
Sorry, I brought my bad luck with us to Arizona.
Got deep scratching it. Dang, man. Well, it's a bummer. I talked to the manager about that one, and he was like, we can have our detailing team here work on that. We can buff it out. And I was like, I don't know, man. That's a pretty deep scratch. I think it's beyond the point of being buffed. And I don't know if he means they're going to like color sand it, which means they're going to remove a lot of the clear coat in the process to get that nice and smooth, and then buff it and polish it out to shine, which I don't want to do because it removes a lot of your clear coat. So I was like, how about you just compensate for it? And he was like, I can do up to $250. I'll mail you a check. And I was like, whatever, it was all good. Me and Tim were so tired anyway, so we slept in the truck the night before our rental, and I got like maybe 2.5 hours of sleep. And I was also very excited about the truck as a whole and just wanted to hop into it and take it for a drive. Aside from that, dude, a freaking insane truck. I love it so much. No regrets at all buying this truck. No regrets. Came with some window tint too, by the way. And I would never do a light tint like this. If I was getting my truck tinted, I already had this on there and it was $400, so I did pay for it. It's like one shade lighter than the rear glass that comes from the factory. It's like a stained pigmented glass. It's about 20%. This one's a little bit lighter at probably 35%. And yeah, I always have darker tint, like on my Tundra. I got the limo on the front two windows right there. My Raptor was probably the most insane I've ever done because I had the 5% tint and the 15% stacked on top of that on the front two windows. And that was like dummy dark, dude. I got a ticket for it too.
Good. The reason I'm stopping you is because when you drove by me back there, your tint's so dark I can't tell if there's anybody else in the car with you in the carpooling.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I've ever seen 00 before.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
It might be the reason why I got pulled over. He was like, hey, the reason why I'm stopping you pretty much is because when you passed by me back there, I could not see inside of your truck. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, where'd he go? Where did you go? Where did you go?
I'm right here.
There you are.
I'm right. Hold on now. Hold on.
Oh, where did he go?
Oh, I just washed it. Dang it. I just washed the truck. I messed up. That one was dirty.
Can't see him. We can see him a little bit. We can see him a little bit. We can see a little.
We'll keep it classy this time. We'll be gentlemen and keep it at that light shade. It does look good, to be honest, and a nice change of pace because having dark window tint all the time on the front two windows can be kind of annoying. So this is definitely a nice just switch up for sure. But I will throw some tint here on the back glass. The brake light's a little bright, so I'll tint that out, make the red a little bit darker. And then also the dash camera too is going in because out here in California, man, Californians can't freaking drive worth a squat. So gotta have a dash camera. I got the RHO E360. It's a 360 view camera on the front. And kind of unique because it comes off the mount and goes onto this like tripod, and you can walk around with it and use it as a adventure camera, which is something kind of different. Will I ever use it for that? Probably not, but it does that. So that is unacceptable. Halogen bulbs, come on. What are we doing, Ram? That's cool though. That's freaking sick. I'm also gonna link this down below for you guys. These lights, I gotta put you guys on these really quick because they're like $5 a piece. A 2-pack is $10, right? It's a keychain light. It's got a magnet and a little stand. Look how bright these are for how small it is. And I'm telling you guys, it comes in handy more than you could possibly imagine for doing stuff like under the hood work or under the truck. Just slap it anywhere where there's metal and the magnet mount just holds and it lights things up really well. I mean, it's very small and it's insanely bright. It lasts a long time and it's just so clutch all the time for stuff like under the truck or under the hood. So yeah, it's got this little stand to it also right there. Boom. I'll link down below for you guys on that. I'm gonna use it to actually help me with tinting this back window because I can throw that right there, right? And it's gonna help me figure out where I have to cut the tint on the outside of the glass. Lighten it up there on the inside, I can see exactly where I have to cut the tint on the outside, so. I'm gonna prep the inside of the windows really quick here on the back. So I'm gonna start with the back glass, which is the easiest for sure because it's very flat. I don't have to do any sort of heat shrinking. And even though the side windows seem like they're pretty flat, they are curved enough to need some heat shrinking on those. So we'll get those heat shrink and all that good stuff. But Yeah, let me just get these cleaned up. Use a scuffing pad and the baby shampoo solution. It smells like a baby in here now. All right, I'm gonna wipe down the rear glass here to reduce the risk of transferring dust inside of the glass. Wow, holy crap. Before and after. Window number 2 going down. Oh, and bada bing, bada boom. It was some solution on top, and then we're going to slide from the middle out. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom, man, just like that. Now I'm gonna take my knifeless cutting tape and I'm gonna outline the red portion with this stuff right here. And what it does is it cuts the film without using a blade on the surface. So I'll lay this down first and outline the area that I wanna actually just cover. So I'll lay this down first, put the film over it, and then I'll pull the string up and it'll cut exactly where I laid the stuff down, right through the film. Pretty nifty stuff to have when you don't wanna cut on the actual surface. And bada bing, bada boom. Going a little further outside of the red part, just so I get full coverage. Bruh, massive improvement. That's perfect, okay. Next thing we'll do is the reverse light. So I cut this strip with a pair of scissors. I use my eyeball skills because my eyeballing skills is on point, man, so. Boom. Nailed it. Wow, weather's so good right now. Finally, the rain's gone. But look what just showed up. That was literally about 4 hours. Amazon shows up so fast at my house. LED bulbs for the RAM. My RAM and Tim's RAM too. So more of that halogen nonsense, man. Come on now. So I'm about to sell one of the cars really quick that I have. I have 4 cars right now. I got the RAM, I got the Fusion, the Charger, Pursuit, and the Tundra. I don't need the Ford Fusion. I bought it from the auction site. It's a retired undercover police vehicle for the sheriff's department. And it was the first car I bought from that auction site. Didn't really need it. And I just bought it just cause. And so threw it online, and there's my guy right now pulling up in the Ram to buy this thing from me. Cause having 4 cars right now is not the move, man. I don't have driveway space for it. So getting rid of this car and that'll be good. Damn. Ram squad. And just like that, the deal is done. Super quick, super smooth, very cool guy. And he's got a Ram too, man. How about that? Got a Ram Laramie 2025. He bought that for a daily driver because he drives a lot in that truck. He was like, I'm running a bunch of miles up on it. I just bought it pretty recently, put 10,000 miles on it already. So he's like, I want something to kind of split the load. And so he came through and bought the Fusion. So we're down to 3 cars now, finally. 4 cars. Where I live is not it. I have very small driveway space, and yeah, now we're down to 3. So Tundra, Ram in the garage, Charger Pursuit. But now it's Tim's birthday, so we're heading down to Orange County to hang out with Tim and do some, like, I don't know, birthday activities, go to dinner, stuff like that. But first, more coffee. And yes, I like a lot of cream in my coffee. It's basically like coffee flavored cream pretty much. This was almost a freaking disaster. Look at the, I did not mean to drop the tailgate. Look at the clearance. I mean, it could not be any freaking closer. I was hitting that dome light button. I kept turning it on because it turns off every like freaking minute. And I tapped the drop tailgate button by mistake. It's right next to it. While I was trying to link the dash cam to the app on my phone, I hit that drop tailgate button and I just clenched because I'm like, I don't know how close I am to that wall. And as you guys can see, it cleared by millimeters. I couldn't be any freaking closer. All right, what do we got? We got the last fit lights. I got 3 for my truck and I have 3 for Tim's Ram too. One's for the third brake light, the other 2 are for the cargo light. All 3 lights up top there are going to be replaced with some nice last fit. Last fit LEDs. And then I also have some stuff to bake. I bake a lot. I actually cook and I bake a lot too. So yeah, I'm kind of big on baking. Fun fact. Let's toss these in really quick and we'll head down to Orange County and meet up with Tim and give him his as well. Holy crap. All right, last one. Address the wiring situation here, all right? Because that's not going to be what we do for the long term. What it came with was a cigarette lighter power, and I ordered the hardwire kit from RHO on Amazon, and that shows up later on today. So I'll wire it through the headliner, down the pillar, into the engine bay to a fuse and power it that way. But here's how it looks in the windshield. So on the way here, just now, minutes ago, I got off the freeway and this little Mini Cooper veered right into my lane, and I don't know how they didn't see my massive truck behind them, but they just veered right over and got very close to my front bumper. I'm not sure if it came through on camera very well, but like they were super freaking close. And if that car had grazed my front bumper with their rear bumper, it'd be very hard to prove that it wasn't my fault if that driver claimed that it wasn't their fault and that I hit them from behind. As far as the 360 view, dude, I love it. It shows every single thing going on around my truck. You can see out of the front windshield completely. You see out the 2 side windows. You can see everything I'm doing. You can even see out of the back window with the front dash camera, which has 2 cameras on it, one facing out the front windshield and one facing towards the inside of the cab of the truck. It stitches those 2 camera angles together and creates that 360 view. Plus I have another camera that faces out the rear of the back window. I fed the wire through the top of the headliner there to the back of the truck and then stuck it on the rear glass. Now we have a view that looks straight out the rear glass, which is awesome. So we have every single angle covered on my truck. You can also modify all of the resolution settings here, from the front cameras to the rear camera. I had it set on 5.2K panoramic view plus 1440p on that rear camera. But you can drop it down to dual fisheye lens, and that bumps up your rear camera quality to 1944. You can do fisheye plus fisheye. You can do 1944 on all 3 cameras. I tried that one out later on just to make all 3 camera angles the same, and that still turned out pretty good. Even at nighttime, the night quality on that thing is pretty good with that night vision. So yeah, overall pretty good. You can drop it down to 1080p on all 3 cameras and sort of, you know, minimize how much storage you're using on your SD card. But yeah, a lot of settings here to play with on this dash cam. You have the stamp settings here as well. So it'll show all of the stamps on the actual video file itself, date and time if you have that turned on, your license plate number if you have that added to the dash cam setting, GPS location stamp, which I'm going to turn on right now, which puts the coordinates there in the frame of the video. Speed stamp, by the way, too, that thing is very, very accurate. I put the cruise control on to 63 miles an hour and ran that for like a minute, and the speed of the actual dash camera was showing the exact same speed via GPS. 5% stacked on top of the factory 20% next to the 35%. Show you guys the view from the inside looking out, which is no problem at all here in the daytime, obviously. But yeah, it's dark, man. Look at that. Look at that cut right there all the way through, nice and clean. Your boy's getting good at tinting. Anyways, yeah, that's how it looks on the outside looking in with the 5% tint stacked on top of the 20 next to the 35% there on the front two windows. On the level 1 package on these RHOs, you get the fancy camera built into the third brake light. It's all clear lens and has a nice black housing to it. And mine is the halogen version. And that looks way better having it smoked out. Not so like intense on the red. In fact, I might even tint these taillights in the future too, because they're very red. It depends also too on kind of what wrap we go with. I'm still picking my wrap. I don't know what exactly I'm doing quite yet. I'm trying to think of what to do. That tire splatter was pretty cool, but I feel like it's a little bit much. I'm trying to go for like a giant like RC truck look, but I feel like that one's a little aggressive, maybe a little tacky. I don't know. I like it, but I feel like it's not, I don't know. I don't think you guys like that one too much. Maybe this one here. Kind of like the idea of doing like a red with the black, some gray, and stuff like that for colors is kind of what I'm going for. I think would the RHO would rock it really well. So I'm about to go pick up Tim. Today is Tim's birthday actually, and he went down to the Porsche Experience Center and Javier's, took a party bus all around town today with his work friends. I'll pick him up right now, take him down to dinner later on tonight, and that'll be our night right there, man. So Tim's feeling good right now.
I'm feeling amazing, guys. It's my birthday. The Porsche Experience, if you haven't done it, you have to do it. It is absolutely amazing.
You drove a what, 911?
911, a 718, and then a Cayenne on the off-road and crawled. I'm not a crawler by any stretch of the imagination. I hit it kind of hard and they got mad at me. They almost kicked me off the course because, yeah, I was hitting it too hard.
No way.
I was sending it.
Isn't that part of the experience though?
It's a part of the experience.
You're supposed to send it, what the heck?
For them, they wanted to crawl. They want you to go to about half a mile an hour. They crawl
that's
and
so
go over
fun,
these
man.
bumps and
Yeah, that's no fun. Little birthday present for you, bud.
Oh, thank you.
Some LEDs for the cargo lights.
Thank you. Let me go put these in my truck real quick. You're back already? Yeah.
Ram Squad. Look at that, before and after. Before, nope. And
No.
after, god dang.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Oh, yeah. So they plug and play?
Yep.
Okay. Just
Pull it out,
unscrew it and
pop it in, you're good to go. All right, let's roll.
Go.
Someone
Hey.
valeted a cop car.
Hey, are they on duty right now? Or
I'm
is
just
it-
kidding. It's probably not valeted.
Why are they here, though?
Or is it? It might be.
It is. It's in the valet
It's in
spot.
the valet section, isn't that? All right, guys. Well, here we are at the valet section at Ruth Chris. It is crazy here. Wow.
Oh, that cop car
All right.
just chill.
Sorry, bud. No steakhouse for you tonight.
It's all good.
2-hour wait? Nah, I'm good. We're good. I didn't know they valeted police cars over here, man.
Hey, it's Newport.
That is
Irvine area.
hilarious.
We bougie. It has your lights too.
All right, man. Welcome to RH.
Rooftop dining.
Rooftop dining tonight. Just for you, man.
All right, hey.
And yes, we are parking at the very end of the parking lot.
Man, I gotta hike for this?
Yeah, man. Sorry, I'm putting you to work.
It's all good.
Okay, one downside of having a very wide truck is, man, they barely fit in parking spots. Look at that.
Should
On the line,
I wide body my big
and pretty much on the line on this side. So we are parked at the very end of the parking lot because we got to park. We have to. By the way, too, check out the animation here on the headlights.
That's pretty cool.
How sick is that? Whoa.
Hey, speak for
And
yourself.
then lock it. Ready? Dude, that's pretty cool. Tim would come to a fine diner and get a burger. That's how Tim rolls. Well, this is cute. We're just sharing a banana split, man.
Banana, dude. All good.
On the same seat.
It's my birthday, man. Hey.
How was it?
Everybody was on a date tonight, but
Everybody. That was kind of weird.
we're the only ones in there. They were just chilling to eat. It's a fun-filled day for me. I started my day
Tim had a long one.
with breakfast, and then a party bus, and then Porsches. You picked me up, and then we came over here to RH and had dinner.
Finished off the day with some dinner.
Yeah.
And dessert. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it for today's video, man. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we'll see y'all in the next one soon.
Bye.
Until then. Peace.